Welcome to the opening episode of Joud Aboud Holdings podcast. This is a new program where we connect with our leaders to learn more about our company, our future, our strategy, our vision, and about where the company is going. Today we have Joud Aboud, who is our Executive Vice President of Strategy and Corporate Affairs with us. Joud, welcome to our first podcast.
Thank you, Debri. I'm looking forward to our conversation.
If we look at our vision of our company, how would you describe the vision to our employees?
The vision of Joud Aboud Holding is to enable companies to endure cycles and different economic times. We are trying to empower our people by enabling their capabilities.
When we talk about transformation, how would you describe our transformation in the business?
I have been leading the transformation for the last 2 years with many of the other CXOs. We are currently trying to build processes, capabilities to really help the businesses grow from where they currently are.
How would you describe the people transformation in the business, and what does that look like for us going forward?
The people transformation has been quite complicated, I would say, because people are not always ready for change. And when they are, and if they are ready for change, it is extremely important to be very clear about the KPIs and the objectives of the transformation. Clear communication is very, very important. It is very important for the team that is looking at the transformation to constantly sit with the business units and explain how this might benefit them.
What, in your view, is the non-negotiables when we talk about the culture?
The non-negotiables for culture at Joud Aboud Holding, I would say, are ownership and responsibility. It is very important for every member at the company to really take ownership and responsibility of their jobs because they are the experts.
So let's say we get everything right. We build the culture, it's 1 year from now. What does that look like for you?
So for me, the culture would then be a very steady business that does not have to constantly escalate to management, in which every leader, every manager, every single employee is able to take decisions because they know that they are the experts and that they alone can take the decisions.
What is the role that you see them play in this transformation process?
So it is very important for leadership to ensure that clear communication is given to the people they work with. This would enable the employees to know how to work and target the KPIs and the goals given.
Where do you see Joud Aboud Holding going, and what is the strategy for our business?
So we have several business units, and each business unit has its own strategy. I see each business, which we have opened in the last 5 or 6 years, to be able to grow on its own without the need for management to keep getting involved. The aim is to govern every business as well as possible to ensure that decisions can be made at every single business unit.
What is your driver or your strategy when it comes to using data within the business, and how can we do it better?
So at Joud Aboud Holding, we're now enabling our technology, and it's only recently that we started cleansing our data to ensure that the best decision making is happening. So we have been doing this for every single business.
What is more important for you when we look at the future of our businesses? Is it the people driving the data or the data driving the people decisions?
I would say they actually go hand in hand. I would definitely say that people transformation is always the most important because the people of the company make the company. However, it's also just as important to ensure that our data is cleansed to be used.
What is the biggest lesson that you have learned over the last couple of years whilst working as the EVP at Joud Aboud Holding?
The biggest lesson that I've learned over the last few years has been the importance of people, and ensuring that the right capability exists is extremely important. You cannot rely on capabilities that are not strong enough to lead a business.
So how would you ensure that the business, even though it's a family business, that it is still focused on our priorities, our strategy, our vision, and ensure all the employees, family or not, are included within this future vision of the business?
So at Joud Aboud Holding, anyone can grow and become an executive as long as you show grit and capability. And I would say this really makes our company stand out because we empower people to grow. Did I answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
what is the message that you will leave for our employees?
So under Chairman's leadership, one of our most important qualities is our people. We are growing every single sector, and we're looking to expand into other sectors, like the new market for Syria and Africa. What I would say is very important for our people, and a message I would give to them is we are here to build our future together. We're all working as one to ensure the business succeeds and continues to grow. So I aim to make every single business very governed, as I mentioned before. And although this is a family business, I do plan to make it a lot more corporate while having the family business DNA involved in our corporate.
Joud, thank you so much for your clarity. Thank you so much for taking us on this journey of where the company was, where we're going, and also talking to our employees. We're really excited to be on this journey. So thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Debri. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward for the rest of the podcasts.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.